Hello, today we look at cards for September 16th and 17th, and they are from the Wild Unknown deck, the Son of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the World. Spaced out. We have a space card today, the World, simply a ball floating in the vast, uncharted ocean in space. Self-contained, whole, and it would appear, for a limited time at least, able to sustain itself. I didn't say us, I said itself. Somehow yesterday I managed to stumble upon not one, but two videos, or more likely they found me. One of American astronaut Buzz Aldrin saying not only did he not go to the moon, but no one has. And he's saying this to a child, which is weird. And another one of director Stanley Kubrick, on his deathbed, confessing that he was the one who assisted the government in perpetuating this hoax. Who cares, says the Four of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Obviously bored with the world and everybody in it. Today's energy is bored, apathetic, and uninterested. As we have the world, number 20 of the major arcana, in the upcoming position, the card of international travel, we may get an invitation that may shake us out of this apathetic state that is the mood and atmosphere of today's Four of Cups. The Son of Cups in the Wild Unknown deck represents the romantic Knight of Cups in the olden time tarots, is the one on the white horse willing to travel far and wide over land and sea to find true love. This knight brings flowers, love poems, songs, proposals, and spreads the love. The Wild Unknown does not have the white horse, but does have a beautiful white swan gliding alongside a cup, glowing from the inside. Gorgeous and romantic. The key to the Wild Unknown deck are the multicolors as they are used to depict or illustrate the energy represented by the card, and where it comes from. Little flames of blue, yellow, and orange lick upwards from the delicate white wine glass, water, and fire. It's interesting to note that both Elon Musk, who is not a fan of, and Nikola Tesla were born under the sun sign of Cancer, considered by many to be the most emotional of the emotional water signs, which is probably exactly what we're looking for, water. The Four of Cups is bored with just about everything and everyone on Earth, and so we widen our search, a term I've learned from looking at cars online because I don't feel like traveling more than 3 miles to find one, which makes it difficult. And I just don't care that much. Four of Cups. I did a search as usual this morning after seeing the cards and was pleased to discover an impressive tarot blog by one Carrie Mellon, Mellon, who took the time to write about each of the Wild and Unknown cards. I was relieved to read she didn't quite relate all that easily to this version of the Four of Cups either, showing a white rat crouching in the dark on 4 white cups, the message being that love is always right under our noses, but we simply don't see it, often longing for the intangible or unattainable. On the cards, the lower half of the card is ink black, while the white radiant light reflected by the black crescent moon is at the top half of the card, yet the rat remains in the dark. I also discovered something called the Futurist Society, a collective of our smartest humans getting together for no reason other than to find real ways to get us out of the messes we've made by taking it out of the box, around the bend, and a level up. Right here on Earth, imagine. On the olden time cards, a somewhat dissatisfied human sits, arms crossed, under a tree as he or she refuses cup after cup. There is much made of the tree itself, as in the history and lore of trees being sites of contemplation and enlightenment. As it is said, Buddha sat under a tree and let the whole world come to him. I visited a tree that seemed as old as the planet in Morocco, under which an old man lived who, for a goat or chicken, would offer up a prayer in your name, represented by a red ribbon tied to the tree. There were countless ribbons hanging from this huge, ancient, gnarly olive tree, I think it was, and we were almost knee-deep in goat heads with their weird open eyes. I digress. I voluntarily experienced the phenomenon known as astral projection for the first time when I was 19, which was amazing at first, feeling like the wind, shooting straight up, passing trees, everything getting smaller down there. Now it's getting colder. I'm not cold. I am the cold. Darker. Now little things are floating by, and it's weird. I'm freezing, and it's dark, and I didn't dig it. So I was happy to find myself back in bed. So we look at the round, cellular-looking, multi-layered orb floating in the dark on the world card. Excuse me, horse. in the upcoming position and notice that blues, greens, purples, yellows, and gorgeous harmonious colors softly pulsate around the edges. A harmonious, happy ball of energy floating in space. Self-contained, whole, and complete. Or someone makes you an offer that brings some color to your own colorless world.